Classes were as boring as I expected them to be. At break, Sayori met me outside my class and gave a quick tour of the school. Sure enough, this is a really nice and organized school. Aside from the class system, that is. Even though I'd been paying attention in most of my classes, I have to admit it gets tiring really fast. I tried making conversation with the people sitting next to me and give myself a head start on making some friends here, but that plan was short-lived. It's random, though. It's a random thought, but I doubt someone like Sayori would have difficulty getting on other people's good side. It's so new to me, but the way she is makes it feel like I've known her for ages. In reality, it's her super friendly personality that catches you in the blink of an eye. I'd assume someone like her already has a lot of friends, and she might just be someone I strive to be. Or be better. But the way things have gone for me, it just sounds like a wish. Maybe after this class, I could wait outside for her so we can walk home together. Stop staring at me. Wait, is that weird? I don't want to make it seem like I'm some creep always on her tail. MC, you have summoned a ghost. Your monologuing has summoned somebody. I gotta give Katana a voice. I don't hate the character or anything. It's just I'm like, oh man, I gotta figure out a new voice for her. I'm just gonna do the same voice I did for the mom. It's not like they're gonna talk to each other. If the mom and Katana will talk to each other, I'm gonna be fucked, but it doesn't matter.
Excuse me. Are you Zero?
I didn't really flinch at the voice right next to me. Beside me stood a fairly tall girl with eye-catching silver hair. Quit daydreaming and say something before she does! Yeah, that's me. Judging by her small giggle, I can confirm I failed to keep my cool.
I'm sorry for the little scare there. I just wanted to check in on you since you're new. And as the class representative, it's my duty to familiarize myself with my classmates.
Class rep, huh?
And also because you're sitting here for quite some time since the bell rang.
I look around the room to see it's nearly empty, with the last two students leaving the room. Just great. Sorry about that,
Katana. Akawa Katana.
Right. Thanks for snapping me out of it then. I guess I should get going too.
Of course, I just wanted to actually meet you and wanted to ask about your experience so far. But I guess that's something to know after a week or so.
I finally get up and retrieve my bag, hanging on the side of this desk. I'll keep that in mind. Nice meeting you.
You too.
The moment I exit the classroom, I nearly deflate like a balloon through a sigh of relief. Why was it so hard to talk to her? Didn't have any trouble with anyone else I met today. Guess I was still flustered being caught mid-inner monologue. Shaking my head, I quickly head down the hall into the stairs. Saw a vending machine near the stairs on the ground floor. I could grab a drink and head home. As I make my way down the stairs, I turn to corner to the vending machine, only to be greeted by an unexpected sight, but with a familiar face. What the? Sayori? Sayori knelt down in front of the vending machine with her hand inside the slot.
Zero? What are you doing here?
I just wanted to get some soda from here, but, I wouldn't be questioning what she's doing here since she could have been getting something for herself. But the fact that it sounded like she was, and still is, struggling with her hand in a position she should already have got up from, I assumed. Sayori, are you stuck?
What? No, the bottle's just too far back and I couldn't reach it. Yeah.
Don't laugh. Do not laugh. Oh, hold on. Let me help you there. Let me just... I kneel down beside Sayori and take a look at her hand wedged inside the drop box before trying to pull it out. The buttons on her sleeve are what's caught up in the flap. She keeps trying to pull back when she should unhook it. Alright, wait. I grab hold of her arm and push it forward into the slot. The button slipped off the flap. I keep it open with my left hand and take hers out. Once Sayori felt her hand loosen, she yanked it out and fell backwards. She immediately jumped to her feet.
Thanks, Zero.
Don't mention it. Here. I reach inside and grab Sayori's beverage from the vending machine, which was a water bottle, and toss it to her. She catches it with ease, thankfully. You know there are water fountains around the school. You could have just gone to one of those.
Oh, this isn't for me. I just came here to get this for someone at my club. She doesn't really like using the fountains because she thinks the water isn't trustworthy or clean. Something like that.
Oh, it's for Yuri. Oh yeah, I heard clubs being a thing here. You have a club of your own?
Well, it's not exactly my club, but I am the vice president.
Oh, that's cool. What's the club about?
It's a literature club.
Huh. I'm not one to make assumptions, but I didn't expect someone like Sayori to be into something like literature. I like how that's the constant in every mod. It's always like when Sayori says she's in a literature club, the MC is always like, was not expecting Sayori to be in a literature club. Like that's the thing. It's great because it's like it's funny because even base game MC fucking says so. It feels like a funny callback every time. It's just like I was not expecting someone like Sayori to be in a literature club. I definitely shouldn't say that out loud. Literature, huh? So do you guys like read books and talk about them or something?
Kind of, yeah. But it's not just all that. We do a whole lot of activities, like small book clubs or writing poems, and even play some games related to it.
Huh, that's neat. I give an auto response as I walk back to the vending machine and get what I actually came for.
Do you think you could check it out?
Hmm?
The club. You could stop by and check it out. And if you like it there, you can join too. We're always looking for new members, because we're a bit short on those lately.
Something as uninteresting as literature does sound like I wouldn't grab most people. I, unironically, was a bookworm back then. The idea doesn't sound so bad to me, but I'm getting this weird gut feeling about accepting. It's not because it's Sayori's request. I mean, sure I could, but I've still kind of got my own thing going on right now, like with moving back and all. Plus, it's also my first day here. It might be a quick jump for me when I haven't gotten used to the school itself.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry for bothering you about it.
Hey now, I didn't say I'm straight up declining. I just said I need some time to fully fit in my place here. I promise I'll check the place out when I feel like I'm good. And I know I could technically go with her to check it out now, but to me, it would kind of be awkward to just show up one day and be gone for weeks only to return again. This is all I can give for now.
Okay.
Alright, well I think I've delayed you enough. I also have to head home myself, so...
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Zero.
Okay. I mean, you count on it. Slipping on my shoes, I step outside and notice quite a few students still roaming around outside, and some huddled in groups. One half of these people could be clubs indulging their activities, and the other could just be after-school groups hanging out. And the others are the kids smoking weed in the back. One thing I noticed as I made my way to the gates was that a lot of the people kept glancing in my direction or were outright staring at me. There were no whispers or small gossip, but any person I moved past would grow silent until I walked away a good distance. What did you do?
We need to know what this fucker did.
What did you do, MC? This man did something, bro.
He killed somebody, I swear.
He's a murderer.
Had to have.
That's the twist.
12-year-old murderer.
What was he cooking? What was he does he know?
This is what happens when we let him cook.
Do they know?
Do they know?
Do they know? Thank you for the 200 bits, Rage Bob. And the resub, Gogito. MC need to tighten up, not gonna lie. Man is always so stubborn. I don't know if this one's stubborn yet. He just said he wasn't gonna join yet. But yeah, but most MCs are stubborn, you're right. That's their endearing trait.
Even you.
What? You will learn. By the way, how's the mod so far? It's pretty good. I don't really have much to complain about. It kind of just going through the beginning right now. Don't really have any like major complaints or anything. Like so far, it's pretty good. I think the only thing I really said that like I really liked was I liked the beginning Monica thing. I thought was cute, where it was like talking about how she mentioned how it was a mod and how she was like it was slightly different to like how Blue Skies is or some other mods do, where she's like, "What is this? Is this a mod?" Like she was just kind of used to it and was like, "Oh, this is a mod." Like, "Oh, you're putting in another mod? Okay."
Another fictional scenario. Cool.
Like it's like I thought that was kind of it. That was a kind of little cute thing, cute startup. But yeah, I like the difference of childhood friends. I like that so far. This seems like it's Natsuki instead of Sayori, so I thought that was interesting. I like that. Yeah, I like that we're trying to figure out what the fuck he did.
I like the idea that MC's a murderer.
I like the idea that he killed somebody.
At 12 years old.
Huh, it's weird. Somehow I feel a sense of nostalgia in this situation. It's so familiar. I continue on my path and head out through the gates. Oh, hello. As I reach the neighborhood, I feel a buzz in my pocket. I pull my phone out to see a text from Mom.
Call me once you get home.
Huh. Might as well call her now since I'm almost there. I tap her name in my contacts and bring my phone to my ear as my other hand digs around my pocket for my keys.
Hey, Zero.
Hey, Mom. Got your text.
Great, so you're home. I want to hear everything about your first day.
Sure thing. I'm just... Shit! I dropped my keys the second I pulled them out of my pocket.
Zero?
Give me a break. I have my hands full here. It's not easy trying to open a door like that.
That's no reason for you to let your tongue slip like that, young man.
Jeez.
So, how was your first whole day of school?
It was nice, actually. The school itself's a really great place. The people aren't straight up jerks for once.
That's great.
I turned my back onto the table and quickly moved to the sink to wash my hands. Uh-huh. And I know I might sound like a kid for saying this, but I made a friend, too. Well, I believe that's what Sayori is to me. I said that without actually considering her thought, but I guess I see it that way. We're going to make it a routine to walk to school together.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah, she's actually my neighbor. I met her yesterday and found out she goes to the same school. So it's more of a it just works kind of deal. She's really nice too. The bubbly type, if you want to call it.
Ooh, so it's a she, huh?
Don't even go there. As I painfully dissolve the sound of my mother laughing in my ear, I hold the phone between my ear and my shoulder to properly wash up. After drying up, I continue telling her about my day and head up to my room.
So is Miss Shiro still around?
Well, I saw the nameplate still outside her house when I walked by, so I guess she is. It's been years. All I know, her kids could be owning the place.
Hey now, don't underestimate the willpower of a woman. Just because she's grown older doesn't mean she's let up. You should go visit her and maybe look around the neighborhood more. See if you can find any more old family friends.
I'll keep that in mind. I gotta go now. I need to change out of this torture machine of a uniform.
So you can find more family friends, like Natsuki. Don't say her name.
Apparently our mom knows that something happened between us. I don't know, something's weird. He did something. He killed her cat.
He squished her puppy.
Okay, sweetie. Just make sure to check the stove properly if you're ever going to cook something up. It was always a bit leaky. We never did get around to fix it.
I could hear distant yelling on Mom's end of the call.
Damn it. Well, you get the rest. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Zero.
Right. This I'll talk you tomorrow. It's also in this video. I'm talking tomorrow.
Just missed
Talk
the
you
word.
tomorrow. Love you, Mom.
Love you too, sweetie.
Watch this entire mod be like a weird bait, and it's just that he accidentally flushed down Natsuki's fish when he thought it was dead.
Someone said you owed her $20.
What the hell was that?
I really hope
He
they're not.
gave her half a cookie instead of a full cookie.
I I hope they're not pushing her with more than she can take back there. That was one of the reasons I was hesitant about coming back here alone. Leaving her behind. No. She's strong. I know that. I'm probably just worrying about being away from her. Like I'm her parent. Even though I should be growing out of it already, I can't help but worry ever since Dad. Just drop it, man. She's fine. Yeah, you have to worry about that cat you murdered. Think of the cat.
That fish you forgot to feed.
The rest of my day was fairly boring. I went around the house checking every Roman appliance, making sure they worked, followed by going around the city once again to buy a few things. And now I'm sitting in the living room, watching TV and eating dinner at the worst possible time. It's almost 11 p.m. But I don't feel tired at all. I guess I could go for a late jog. I need the extra movement, and it'll be enough to tire or bore me out. I'm not exactly out of shape. I used to have a solid workout routine with PE and some extra sessions. But a few weeks of not being able to do so has formed a growing laziness in me. I head to the kitchen and slip my jacket off one of the chairs and head for the door. Not so chilly out this time compared to yesterday. Although I could have used some cold air right now, considering my house is magically always stuffy even with the fans on and windows open. Oh well. I began with a slow walk down the empty road and taking the strangely calming silence. As a kid, I'd grown used to this scene whenever I went out with my parents, but never in a way that I'm receiving it now. I can just walk out of the house whenever I want, on my own. Huh. You can't do that when Dojima's home, though.
I remember when, like, I had that, where, like, I went across the road without permission, and I was like, oh my god, I can go wherever the fuck I want now.
So as soon as I say that's what in chat. Great vegetables.
Great vegetables.
Great vegetables.
Is that line voice acted?
Yes.
In the game?
Yes. And it plays every time. Great
That's so
vegetables. Those were some great vegetables. After walking a short distance, I pull out my phone along with earphones and finally begin my jog. After a few laps around the neighborhood, I decided to take this opportunity to visit a place that did come to mind when I came back. The old park I used to go to so frequently, despite everything that kept happening to me here. And first, I always kept coming back because I thought things would change. Which they didn't, of course. But after some time, I started coming back for another reason.
Oh.
Flashback. Oh, I don't know who's talking. Okay, I'm assuming this is Natsuki, yeah. It's 12-year-old Natsuki, so we gotta go, like, lighter.
Yeah.
Get in the water. Flashbang. Yeah, I was the flashbacks are definitely really light with the I guess if I had to say anything, I feel like the mod it could probably need some like calming music or something, because it does feel like a lot of the time it uses silence for like a calm moment, which isn't a bad thing, but I feel like a lot of this just like there's like no music playing at all, and like I feel like you could probably this could either be fixed with like really low beat tempo music or just like atmospheric stuff like birds or something.
literally like machine whirring, like
yeah, something. Yeah, that's what I say. Like
something like that.
that's why I said like
conditioner.
atmospheric sounds could also work if you give like no music, because it's kind of hard sometimes. It's really hard to find like low tempo music that fits a scene. So that's I've learned that just like birds chirping can sometimes help with that. Because there are times where I feel like it's like really quiet for like way too long. So yeah, this is like we're going like she's 12 years old. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you're not going to be in any suspense on who the fuck this is. What do you mean? This is clearly Yuri. Finally, I've been waiting for you.
Finally, I've been waiting for you for a long time, okay? You could have gone and played, though. I was already late, and Dad was dropping me off today. He wasn't too happy. Why's that?
I don't know. He doesn't talk to anyone when he's mad, but...
It doesn't matter. Come on, we have to get to the swings before anyone else.
What's in that bag?
You'll find out when we get there. Now move your butt, dum-dum. Huh? Why am I the... Whoa! Come on!
Also, I tried making the flashback effect. It turned into a flashbang effect. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's not too big of a deal. I mean, if you really think about it, flashbacks are like flashbangs to your brain. Oh, see, there's the music. Can't believe we played tic-tac-toe all day back then. All in the swing set, too. Wonder if they ever got rid of that one nail sticking out of one of the seats. Ow. For all I know, everything could be different now. Everything could be gone. Although it won't be a kid's park anymore without the rides. I don't think the latter has happened yet. Head inside, still keeping the music in my ears at full blast, knowing I probably would not be allowed in at these hours. As if my wishes were heard, walk inside to find a few scenes all too familiar. Old rusty slides, a few swings here and there, and even a small sandbox, which was the only thing new in here. I'd walk down the wide path along that divided the play area from the rest of the park, my attention still towards the left, where I usually met up with her. The smell of rain was actually just the wetness all around me, left behind by the caretaker, probably going ham with watering the place again. I really hope it's still the same man from back then. It took me a few steps to suddenly think of something which caused me to stop in my tracks. I look back at the swings. I can't. Can I? After a few good minutes of looking around and contemplating my choices, I sneak over to the swing set. Once near it, I stand and stare at it for a good while before giving it a light kick to check its sturdiness. For old time's sake, I muster up the courage and sit down on the swing. Okay, I have the guts to come this far, but I'm not actually going to... The sound of the chain squeaking against the metal proved my humiliating defeat against my own motives. The wind brushes through my hair as I swing. I find myself staring at my outstretched legs as I move. It's weirdly nostalgic. The more I get into it, the more my childhood memories flood in. But they're all as clear as day. Really haven't moved on, have I? Ah! Okay, that's Natsuki.
Why did you let him do that? He kicked for no reason, and you just stood there and took it. He even stole my book. I'm sorry. I'll ask Mom if I can buy you another one. What? I don't care about that. Why didn't you fight back or something? I can't. Just forget it. Come on, have some water. Clean your face up.
Wow, MC. Taking it like a bitch. Ah! Ah! That's what he said too. Ah! Ah! Woman! Flashbang into woman! Woman jump scare! Ah! I fall backwards off the seat and back first onto the ground. Katana, who I somewhat didn't see coming, burst into laughter upon my landing, which only worsened the growing heat in my cheeks.
I really hope this isn't going to turn into a running gag between us.
She then offers me her hand, which I reluctantly take and get up. Once I dust myself from behind, I awkwardly chuckle before meeting her gaze. Yeah, sorry about that. Again.
It's totally fine. I saw you from afar and you looked like you needed a minute. But now that we're kind of past that, I have to ask. Are you alright? If it's something personal, I'm not going to ask much.
No, it's fine. I'm just...
It's alright.
Strangely, she stepped aside and sat down on the swing next to me.
So, you come here often?
No. I mean, yeah. Alright. Let me try that again. I used to come here often as a kid. Yeah. But now, I come here mostly to relive the past since it's been so long.
Oh? You don't even walk by this place any other day?
Huh? Oh! No, I just moved back in town, so...
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. So I guess this...
What, did I skip something? Okay, now.
So I guess that makes this visit a lot more special.
Mm-hmm. Really, I've been away for a long time. Only came back yesterday. This place was the heart of my childhood. In a few different ways, one would assume. But I guess I more so miss the person I spent it all with here.
Childhood friends, huh?
Oh yeah. He was my only friend back then. I felt terrible because I kind of just left her in the dark and moved away.
And now you're trying to find her in hopes of making up?
I guess.
You guess?
I mean, yeah, I want to find her and talk to her, but I'm kind of scared to. Because she'd probably be more mad than happy to see me. I'm just worried that once I face her, she might not even see me as she did back then. Maybe she already moved on, or it might just end it once we meet. I just can't afford to lose someone like her, but not exactly going to make any progress by staying away, so I'm kind of just stuck. As I continue, I can still see glimpses of the days we first met. How she lent me a crayon out of nowhere and asked if I wanted to draw stuff with her.
Well, that's a lot, even for a new guy. Well, all I can really tell you is that we can't really predict fate. She might be upset or she might be happy to see you. Both outcomes are huge possibilities, but you'll never really know until you just do it. If you've come all this way for her sake, the least you can do is go through with it. Sure, it may not end in your favor, but I think you'd be satisfied in a way knowing you at least tried. I don't know, that's just how I view things. It might be a different situation for you, but that's just my advice.
No, I appreciate the advice. It does give me a bit of a head start on what I have to do now. Otherwise, I was just aimlessly walking around, not knowing what I've actually been looking for. Anyway, what about you?
Huh?
I'm not one to talk, but it's past midnight. What made you come to a local park so late?
Oh, it's actually quite the silly story. My little brother left his toy car in the sandbox this afternoon. When I got home from school, my mom told me he's been crying ever since they got home. It took us so long to make him stop and actually tell us what was wrong. By the time we finally understood the situation, I cannot speak. By the time we finally understood the situation, it was already dark out.
I see. That's good for you.
Yep.
She suddenly swings back and hops off the swing when it comes forward.
Thanks for reminding me of why I'm actually here. And you're right, it really is getting late. I'll just go and find the car, so don't let me keep you here.
If you need a hand, I can help you out. It'll be quicker, and I certainly can't leave a nice girl such as yourself out here this late at night. What the hell?
Well, aren't you a gentleman? I guess I could use some assistance.
With that, she simply walks past me with a bright smile while I remain immobilized on the spot. Like I was like, what the hell? What are you saying? He got the Riz with the Riz. Unexpected Riz? He's like unexpectedly spitting game. That's like, again, it's like, that's another constant I've seen that I love so much. I love that every like MC accidentally has game. Like they'll say something, they'll be like, Wait, that was actually smooth. Why did I say that? Like, I love it. I love the accidental smoothness that every MC has. It's so good. It's one of my favorite running things. It's like they're smooth, and then after they say something, they're like, oh shit. Damn, I'm pretty good. Adolf Rizzler. Rizzed up. Smooth operator. With that, she simply walks past me with a bright smile. Oh, yeah, right. This was something that's been on my mind for years. I never moved on. But I changed. I changed because of the motivation one person gave me. Oh, okay. Another flashback. They really like these. Alright, I'll at least say this. If we're good for these like repeated flashbacks, maybe the flashbang should be a little faster. Because it is kind of funny that it is like a little silly that like every single flash like something I remember. It's like takes so long. White jump scare. Like, yeah, it's like I feel like the flashback should be a little quicker. Like the subsequent times, I think the flashback should be quicker because yeah, it's like every time it's like maybe like a slow fade in and then fade out into the flashback. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Like, it could still keep the white. I was thinking like a quicker white, maybe. Or, yeah, or just like a fade in could also work, I guess. But, yeah. Just something quicker, I think.
Look, I know you don't like fighting. But you have to keep yourself safe somehow. I'm not always going to be there to help you with when those jerks pick on you. You won't? Look. No! I didn't mean it like that, dummy. I mean, I can't be there all the time, but... It's not that I don't like fighting. I just can't do it no matter how hard I try. But I'll try. I'll try so that you can stop being so cranky about it. Huh? I'm not being cranky. Ow, ow, ow. Stop throwing the pencils. You're going to break them. Ow. But what about when we get older? Huh? What about it? What if we grow up and you won't be here? Mom said I'll stop coming here when I get older, and this is the only place we actually get to play together. Then we'd still find a way. I know my papa doesn't allow me to have someone come over. Neither does mine. But we'll try our best to stick together. That's the point of being friends. So...
I like how Young Zero sounds like Natsuki won't drop a testosterone. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Because it's like, Natsuki sounds like... Because you know I like that thing where it's like fucking little... Because little boys sound like girls. It's like, that's why in anime and stuff, or even just any, like, you know, cartoons, they get girls to play little kids, to play little boys. So it's like, little boys sound like girls. So Natsuki's voice, Natsuki's already like kind of sounds like this. So I was like, all right, for the young MC's voice, I'm just gonna be Natsuki's voice slightly deeper, and for young Natsuki, really high. Make it really high pitched. Is chat gonna use the flashbangs now? They'll get you when you least expect it. We'll always be together. In the end, I was the one who ended up not being there. I was the one who broke that promise and her trust. Ah! I was right! Yeah! Okay, I'm sorry. I'll wait till after the scene.
You coming, Zero? The night's not getting any younger.
Yeah, I'm coming. I promise I'll make things right. Natsuki. He said it! It's Natsuki! Okay, so... Dude, wrong time! Okay, I'm sorry. But I was right! The thing that he's upset about is that because he left her. I knew it. I knew him moving was the thing that caused it. I knew it. Oh my god, it was Natsuki! It was Natsuki!
Oh my god!
I am shocked! Oh my god! Zero and a few funeral. I was right. He did die to that car. Prayers and all. Prayers and all. Ah. Oh God, it's midnight. I'm really shocked by this development. No. All right. Sadly, we might have to stop here in terms of streaming it, since I had to start late because I wasn't sure if my internet was gonna be good. So sadly, we have to stop here. Sad for all, but it's okay. Honestly, I don't think this demo's that long, so I'll probably continue it just by recording it, honestly. Like during the middle of the week, I probably will finish this myself using the recording situations. But yeah, so far though, I'm liking it. There's, like I said, I think my only issues with it has been minor so far. I guess another minor thing could be I miss the girls. Like, you know, so far we've seen Sayori and 2 like OCs, but to be fair, I think it's only been like what, the first 2 days, so I can't really judge it too much so far. If anything, if I had to guess, we're probably going to see the other girls today, because he said that he wasn't going to join the club just yet, so we're probably going to see them now. So it's not even that big of a deal. So if anything, that problem could probably just be thrown away. It's really not even an actual problem. But yeah, I like the start. I like that, you know, I like that it was kind of teased as a mystery as to why Natsuki was upset. But I also like that the mystery didn't overstay its welcome, you know, because I'm glad that this wasn't something where it was going to be like 2 or 3 hours in and then they say, oh, it was actually because he left. Like, I'm glad that it was like, no, yeah, it was just this. Like, I'm glad they revealed it kind of soon. And they didn't just hold on to it like, ooh, what could it be? When it's like the answer was just pretty simple. So I'm glad, like, it stayed just enough to where you were like, I wonder what he did. To where you're like, oh, okay, that's what he did. You know, he had a really good time for it. So yeah, I like that. I like that the parents are there, you know? Not to, again, this isn't like a slight to mods that don't use MC's parents or anything, but, you know, I just think, you know, having his parents involved is a very unique idea, so, you know, I think his mom being a character, he's cute, it's nice, you know? I think the parents being there is a nice little touch, too. I like it. I like that it seems like his mom is going to be a character he calls a lot and stuff, you know? So, it kind of gives me the Blue Skies vibes where the mom was a character. Yeah, I like that. You like suspension, right, guys? Wait for it for 2 hours. Yeah, turns out the mystery is Sayori left the microwave on. Anyway, end of the mod. Goodbye. Yeah, all around, it's pretty solid so far. Yeah, pretty solid. But, yeah. I can't wait to see what happens next. Yeah, if you want to download this for yourself, the link is in the description below. And yeah, this has been Zero. Peace.